Okay, everybody listen up.
The Rendezvous Show.
Rendezvous Show. Rendezvous Show.
Rendezvous Show.
Rendezvous with Cris and Alysia.
We have this hot chick all the way from Long Island. Well, not that that's that far. And I love her name. Her name is Elle Madison. Christine Girani from Spot on Long Island connected us with her, and I'm so happy that she did. We heard her music. It's very electro, very dance. This girl is a firecracker.
Yeah, it's my type. It was my type of music. Alysia sent me the links to her music. And the first one I linked to, I was like, yeah, we got to book her, man, because this is I could see the remixers remixing this music into like a nice club track, and I could basically hear it in the clubs. And we're gonna welcome our guest now, Elle Madison.
Hey, Cris. Hey, Alysia. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
How you doing?
I am good. How are you both?
Good.
We're great. You know, are you Elle or Ellie?
You can call me Elle. I just go by Elle, just like the letter. I always tell people.
Like the letter. I love your name. It is Elle Madison. Beautiful name. Beautiful stage name. I mean, it's great. It totally fits your whole persona. Beautiful.
Hey, Elle. What'd you think about that live performance I recorded on my iPhone?
That was great. I thought it was great. It really was.
Yeah. So tell us about your type of the music that you have coming up, the album you have coming up, actually, debuting on iTunes at the end of the month.
Yes, I am releasing my third solo album. It's called Behold the Fairy Tales, and I am releasing it on February 26th. And it's an electronic dance club genre type music. And yes, it is available on iTunes right now for pre-order, but it'll also be on Amazon, 7 Digital, and a whole other slew of places.
Awesome.
Now, that's pretty huge. This is your third album.
Yeah, well, actually, it's my... I'm sorry. It is my third solo.
I was going to say that's huge.
Well, thank you. I mean, I do also do music with my group, Seven Prophets, and we've released 4 studio albums. So for myself, though, it is my third, and I think it's probably like my best work so far.
I would agree.
Now, your genre, sorry, Cris, I just wanted to ask real quick. Your genre in your band and your genre of your music as you do as a solo, are they the same, or they're a little different, right?
Yeah, it's a little different. My group, Seven Prophets, we do hip-hop and R&B, too. And my solo music, I have, moved more towards electronic.
So, now, why did you change, why did you do your solo different?
I was just attracted to the sound of what I heard, and I connected with some amazing beat makers, and they just made some awesome music. I also have my group member, Epidemic, on my album as well. He did some of my beats. But that's why I'm really going towards electronics on my solo thing, because I can do more things that I want to do, personally.
Awesome. We are speaking with we have Elle Madison from Long Island. She's on to talk about her new release album. So you had a hip hop background, correct?
Yes. I do a little hip hop too. I like to freestyle a little bit, but yeah, there's hip hop.
Right. Would you do a solo hip hop album sometime?
Maybe. It depends. It really depends on how I'm feeling. I find myself, if I'm feeling it, then I would, totally. I do have one track that is pretty hip-hop. It's called Hater Lemonade.
I listened to that one. I like that one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I also have a webpage for it. It's called haterlemonade.com, and I have a game over there that you can play. And, yeah, so there's a little hip-hop there.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, Elle, you're born and raised from Long Island?
I wasn't born on Long Island. I was born in upstate New York, Plattsburgh, and then I moved to Long Island with my mother, and in like 99, and so I've been there since, and That's my story.
How do you like it?
I love Long Island. There's no place better.
Now, you know what I wanted to ask you, being a female, now you're in a band and you're a solo artist. What has been your biggest challenge?
My biggest
creating music, yeah.
Like, my biggest challenge for...
For both, like your biggest challenge being in a band and your biggest challenge being a solo artist.
Well, my biggest challenge being in a band, I guess, would probably be just coming to an agreement on everything. Because, when you're in a band, you all have to agree and go in the same direction, which is not very hard. We do that. But as far as that as a band that would be concerned is probably that. And even in solo, the next thing would be just getting out there and being heard, because as an independent artist, it is very hard to work against the majors and also be seen and heard.
Yeah. Do you perform a lot all over?
I haven't performed for a little bit now, but I have performed at many places with my group, Seven Prophets. I performed at the Santos Party House. I performed at the Toronto Convention Center in Canada, and a whole lot of other places on Long Island.
Sweet. So you're pretty much a well-established solo artist. You know what I was digging? You know what I was digging? The artwork for your album cover was amazing. You look amazing in it. Who hooked you up with that whole regalia thing?
Thank you. The photography was by a guy in upstate New York in Watertown that I connected through people on Facebook, and actually I connected through him through the makeup artist who did my makeup. Her name is Makeup by M. That's her company, and she did the makeup. He did the photo, and then once I got the photograph, I did the artwork, because I also enjoy making graphics as well.
Yeah, you
wow.
look
When do
amazing.
you sleep?
Thank you.
When do you sleep?
I don't sleep. Sleep is for the dead.
Yeah.
I agree.
We are speaking with Elle Madison, a Long Island-based solo artist. She's debuting her new album this month. It's on pre-sale on iTunes right now. Right now, we're going to take a musical break, and we're going to play Survivor by Elle Madison. Here it is.
I love this song.
My survival, gonna take on the world, joining my rivals, got my reason, money can't buy me, I need God beside me, he's a survivor, nobody higher, he saves the day, takes my sorrow away, he's a survivor, nobody higher, he saves the day, takes my sorrow away.
There it is. That was Elle Madison's new song. It's called Survivor. I know there was a couple of this is internet radio, so if you guys really, really want to listen to it, search for it on the internet. Go to iTunes and listen to it there. It was a little drop that was dropping out in the background a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but still a great song. And we're here with Elle Madison. Elle Madison, what's your favorite track on that album?
Thank you. My favorite track on the album is Behold the Fairy Tales, Rise Above, because it's basically about me trying to make it in this business and overcoming all the negative that I receive and just rising above it and doing. Although I do like Survivor because I believe in God and I wouldn't be here without God as well. So
I was going to say that. I was listening to the words. And I said, "Wow, this has like a Christian base to it." It's actually, at first I was ready to get up and work out to it, but when I really absorbed myself into the lyrics, it made me feel really good. Exactly like you say, like all about God. Are all your songs based on God, or are they all different?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, are all your songs as like that's? To me, that not that it was a spiritual song. It's a great song. Do all your songs have a little bit of a spirituality to them, or just that one song?
That one song in particular does. I say God on a few other tracks. I am a spiritual person, and I really believe in God, and I have to put my faith in God that God will give me what God wants me to have, and I look up to God, and I keep my faith in God. So there are some things on there that are spiritual, and some that are completely not spiritual, but I have to bring God into my album. So
I love it. I feel the same way. I feel, being a writer and an author, I mean, I'm all over Facebook, Twitter. I always talk about God. I always talk about prayer. I mean, look at Tebow. He's down on the field. He's praying. I think it takes such a strong person and a beautiful person to be able to express their love for the Lord and their faith in public works. I admire that so much in you.
Well, thank you. I admire that in you, too.
Thank you. Thank you. So now we saw you on Twitter. Now you're a mom?
I'm sorry?
Are you a mom? A mother?
I am. I don't talk about it, but I am, yes.
That's wonderful. When how old are your children, or is your child?
They're multiple ages.
Oh, good. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Now, wanted to ask you about your music. How did you start singing? When did you find your voice?
Well, I was probably about 7 or 8 years old, and I used to see my sister, my oldest sister. She used to perform, and she would go out, and she'd make music, and I'd watch her at talent shows, and I just saw this hunger in her eyes, and the reaction that she got from people, it was just, it put something in me that I was like, wow, I want that, and I really have to say that she really inspired me to become a singer, and from then I've just always tried to, go to the musical route and do this.
Awesome,
now, is there any particular, outside of your sister, was there somebody famous that you looked up to, or that you wished that you could be when you were younger?
I used to listen to Mariah Carey a lot. I had all her tapes, because there wasn't CD yet. I had her tapes, and I used to sing to Mariah Carey. I loved her. I still do. She's still great. And, there's others. Anita Baker, my mom would always play her, so I would be singing to her. And there's a whole slew of other artists. I like Nelly Furtado and Fiona Apple and Poe. She's very inspirational as well.
Do you come from a musical background? Did your mother sing, or?
I do come from a musical background. My father was in a band in high school, and he played the drums, and he still plays the drums. He's got like 7 sets of them. And my mother, she would sing here and there, but she wasn't like a singer or anything, and she wouldn't call herself a singer, but she could hold a note. And my great grandmother was an opera singer.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
You got a long history of singers in your family, huh?
Yeah, yes. You know, cousins that sing and everything. So, you know, I guess it's there.
If there's one artist that you would love to collaborate with, who would it be?
That is a great question. One artist, I think Poe. I would really love to collaborate with her. She's great. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's done a lot of things. She has 2 great albums, and I love her. I would love to collaborate with her.
Speaking of great album, we're going to play another track from your album. It's called Revenge by Elle Madison. We're going to listen to that now, and we're going to take a little musical break. You ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
Is on rage. What's he gonna do next? I can't tell. The effect of his presence is my fault all as well. I was tired, never was I confused. His mouth screams and shouts, see this boy is so rude. I use boy, only loose mama yells. I got the facts wrong, his power strong, the fridge I could sell. R-E-V-E-N-G-E. All I want is revenge from now on. All I want is revenge from now on. All I want. You speak loud, still your words are unclear. You don't give a damn about the way that I feel. I ain't screwing around with your words. Words hurt as much as the rounds that I shout. I point straight, yes I aim to shoot. I got the ammo, pull the trigger. This time I must do. The cops know I did it. What can I say? Revenge made me do it, lying in the bed he made. R-E-V-E-N-G-E. All I want is revenge from now on. All I want is revenge from now on. All I want. Better back up what you can dish. The skin, it was loaded, how could I deny your forfeit? Backstabber, I was on you. The last thought you had was this chick is so rude. Is she gonna do it? I just can't tell. It's the thought of no life in this world I'm expelled. R-E-V-E-N-G-E. R-E-V-E-N-G-E. All I want is revenge from now on. 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 All I want. R-E-V-E-N-G-E.
All right, that was Elle Madison with her new song called Revenge. We are live with Elle Madison on the Rendezvous Show with Cris and Alysia.
That was great. Absolutely great. You know what? I wanted to ask Elle, between your first song and this song, they're not completely different, but they're different. So now my curiosity is, if I was to grab your MP3 player, what would be the top 3 songs that you personally would listen to?
I don't have an MP3 player.
You Walkman?
I'm not that far. I'm still in with it. But I stream my music online, and one of my top tracks would probably be something by my own group. Isn't that bad?
That's awesome. So tell us, where can people reach you to plug your websites, your Twitter, everything you got?
They can reach me at Elle Madison, L-E-L-L-E-Madison, MADISON.com, and on Facebook at facebook.com/Elle Madison Official.
Awesome. It was a pleasure having you here, Elle. You're welcome to come by anytime you want. We are here for artists like yourself to showcase their music, even though, to me, I feel like you're an established artist having 3 solo albums already, and that is a very, very special thing.
Well,
You know what I wanted to ask? Do you have any music videos?
I do. I have quite a few of them. I did just do a music video that's on my Vivo channel. It's called Hater Lemonade, and it's up there.
Cool.
Yeah,
You have to be a guest on my Madhouse TV show. I would love to have you on.
I would love to be on. I thank you so much for having me on. And can I just ask you two a question and turn the table a little bit?
Oh.
Of course you can.
I was looking into your shows, and is this your second show ever?
This is our second show together ever.
Awesome.
But Alicia's been at this for a while. I was never supposed to be on radio. I was only supposed to play music. And I told Alicia, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. And here I am talking. You know what I mean?
When I first I decided last year that I wanted to. Well, actually, this has been doing radio. Has been one of my goals that I wanted to get to before I turned the big 40. So I started this years ago, and every time that I would get so close, something would happen and it would fall apart. So I would push it to the back burner, but I had that fire in me that I wanted to do it. And then finally, I just kept running into people, and it never pans out. So last year when Cris and I met, he had said to me, if you ever want music for your show, I'll make you a couple mixes. And then it evolved where I asked him to be the co-host, and he's like, well, I'm not talking to anybody. I go, come on. I said, you have something in you. You have to talk to people. He goes, no, how about I'll just write the questions down, and I'll pass the piece of paper over to you, and you can ask the question for me. And I was like, absolutely not. So within 1 week, I have him on radio. We had hundreds and hundreds, close to 500 live listeners last week for our first show. In our first show, the first 15 minutes, we had all these technical issues and stuff. And then I had him live on Madhouse TV, and I give Cris nothing but positive accolades.
Yes, thank you very much.
He's amazing. He's a ham. He picked it right up.
I've never done this before, Elle, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of like it now. It's like, I never thought
That's good. You both sound great together. You do. It's great.
Yeah, we got
Thank you.
have good chemistry, but we appreciate you stopping by. And like I said, we want you on the Madhouse television. Maybe you can perform a live set in the studio. It is geared up for that, and we would love to have you on. Elle Madison, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care, Elle.
Thank you. All right, bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you for calling out. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Elle Madison, everybody. How cool is she?
Oh, she's great. I definitely have to get her on the Madhouse show.
She's a sweetheart. She is truly a sweetheart.